Hello, I am Yogini Sunita, and this is Meditation, Yoga, and Stuff podcast. I believe my dharma or my life's purpose is to share my understanding of meditation, yoga, and Ayurveda, holistic healing science of India. I make these amazing wisdoms accessible and adaptable for present times. So let's start. Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today I'm going to talk about how we can use yoga and Ayurveda as a healing tool. It's a very, I know I'm reducing down to these amazing wisdoms in the word tool. And I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable about that, to be very frank. Because for me, yoga and Ayurveda is a way of living. Yoga and Ayurveda is amazing. These are amazing way of bringing beautiful wellness into our life. Yoga and Ayurveda is so amazing that these systems are designed to move towards enlightenment. And as a modern living person living in this modern world, I totally understand that you're not maybe even thought about that of enlightenment, or maybe you don't even care about that. But as a human being, what we care about is living a good life, living healthy, productive, happy life. And so human quest has always been towards living happy life, moving towards happiness. And what happens that we don't understand that the true happiness is in the peace which we create. And according to Buddha, what is human life is full of suffering. So we need to understand that this human experience is basically is full of a lot of suffering. And how can we then move towards happiness? And you will notice that as a modern human being, or for ages, we always looked for the different ways to move towards happiness and joy. And what happens that we start noticing that these joys which we think true happiness last very small time. Here I remember the story of the Moby Dick, the whale, where this sailor chased this whale all his life, and when he caught this whale, he realized that it wasn't that important to catching the whale. What was important to the chase, and so he let go of the whale. So similarly, our life is chasing this concept of happiness, and we kind of like forget that what is true happiness. And the true happiness is within us, but we are constantly looking outside to and chase this true happiness. And this is where sometimes when we achieve something and there is no sometimes we feel that, is that it? This was what I was working towards. A lot of time you will hear from people who has achieved high goals in their life, and they thought, oh my God, it wasn't what I thought it was. Or when we achieve something and you're truly happy about it, but then also notice that this true happiness lasts only for some time. How can we continue bringing this joy into or happiness into our life? How can we make it part of our life constantly? And this is where wisdom of yoga tells us that when we turn inwards, when we bring awareness within ourselves, We start noticing our sensations, energy movements, what's happening in the body, and our reactions. And when we become aware like this, that's the first step towards our true happiness. This is where we drop a lot of things which are not serving us. We start doing the things which are really brings us to true joy. And this is where also Ayurveda can really help. So Ayurveda is also designed to move towards enlightenment. Ayurveda's the techniques given in Ayurveda, the practices given in Ayurveda are very practical. Ayurveda was designed when human started city dwellers' life. So this is where the sages, the ancient being of India, realized that that city dweller needs a little bit more discipline, and in a positive sense. So we can have like a positive habits to and regular habits to move towards living life of liberation. So how does this work? How does this work? So the concept in Ayurveda is that our human mind needs some discipline and some spontaneity. And what happens in Ayurveda is when we have some routine, say morning routines or evening routines, then our system knows that, okay, this is morning time, this is time to wake up, this is time to move, this is time to face the world. And when we have evening routines, it's a time to go to bed, relax. So having these routines is really important to get that restful night. Also, live at our fullest energy. Now, optimal health can be achieved through Ayurveda. Ayurveda also understands the law of karma. Law of karma is where there are some things which we can avoid with correct lifestyle. So according to Ayurveda, a lot of diseases are because of wrong lifestyle. And when we look around, how true that is, when the lifestyle is not according to your dosha, then it is going to create the toxins in the system. And these toxins then are going to manifest as different illnesses. And we see this happening. Everyone's karma will decide what illness will manifest in the system. So our karma, our Ayurvedic constitution, all this combination, we are unique fingerprint of divine according to Ayurveda. So all these combinations create the reality which we are creating, maybe illness or maybe optimal health, whichever is right for you. So this is where when we work with Ayurveda's routines. So what are Ayurveda's routines? So Ayurveda has some 20 things you can do in the morning before you face the world. And for example, I'll give you some routines which I love. And so first thing in the morning when I wake up, I touch the ground and thank the Mother Earth. It's such a beautiful thing because of the Mother Earth we are here in this world, right? We are here because of us. So we need to give that gratitude, that thank towards Mother Earth. Then the second thing you can start with evacuating bowels. It's very important in Ayurveda. That seemingly weird question Ayurveda practitioner will ask, how is your bowel movements? And it's very important in Ayurveda to have a regular bowel movement. And that gives us understanding of how is the Agni, the digestive fire in your system. And why it is important, because the elimination, daily elimination will reduce toxins in your system. What are these toxins I'm talking about and where they come from? So the toxic morbid waste of our digestive system creates this ama. Ama is the toxins. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this toxin, if it keeps building up, it could be also in our digestive system. It could be also in our throat and mouth. So that's why Ayurveda talks about cleansing after evacuation of the bowel, cleansing the mouth, the teeth, your tongue. Tongue has if you have noticed, there is a coating on the tongue, so reducing that by a regular cleaning. And once we do this in the morning, we already got rid of the toxins from both ends of our system. And here Ayurveda also talks about practices like oil pulling, practices like, brushing your teeth with herbs. Also, you can use the tongue cleaner to clean your tongue. You can even use a silver spoon if you don't have tongue cleaner. All these things, it just basically cleansing or removing the toxins from your system. So we start with a good start with a lot of awareness of letting go of toxins. Now from here, you can move towards, you can take a nice warm shower and do your asana practice. Now, this is where we are now once again moving towards awareness of yoga. So awareness of yoga here is the asana practice. What is it? It's not just physical movement. So yoga movements are never just physical movements. Yoga practice is designed, always works with our energy system. And so when we tune into those forward bends and back bends and lateral stretches and all that, what we're doing is we are awakening our energy system. We are vibrating our energy system on positive level. And so these movements, seemingly simple, and these are absolutely phenomenal for our energy body. And Ayurveda yoga is absolutely phenomenal to work with our energy system. And you will notice that the practices like yoga, sun salutation practice, is basically working with all our chakras in our system. It also works with our digestive fire, all the forward bends and back bends. And it's really awakened the Agni, the digestive fire in our system. So it's really beautiful practice to do with sunrise. Once you have done your practice, then you are ready to sit for Pranayam practice, which is the yogic breathing practices, are absolutely beautiful. You may have heard that how the oxygenation of our system is so important for our brain function, for our whole system, because when we oxygenate our system will function at its highest level. So how long should be the pranayam practice? So you don't need a lot time. Pranayam doesn't mean taking big breaths and things like that. In fact, pranayam is very subtle, very gentle, but its effects are very profound. So pranayam practice, regular daily practice, is going to energize your whole system, especially your brain. And so it is important to bring pranayam practice. If you don't know what is pranayam practice, learn from a good yoga teacher who knows what they are teaching. And also just if you don't even have a yoga teacher around you, you can just sit comfortably and bring your awareness towards your breath. This can be your meditation and breathing practice. So just breath awareness will work as well. And if you have meditation practice, then that is the amazing thing. Meditation is the key. This is the key to basically bring your awareness inwards, and this will help you to let go of whatever not serving you. Meditation practice, when we bring awareness inwards, we start noticing what is really important to us, what is really matters, and we start letting go of all the Maya or all the illusions around us, and we start moving towards our true essence, our true self. And this is what the beauty of yoga is. And then when we combine it with Ayurveda, Ayurveda's understanding of your dosha, your constitution, your unique fingerprint of divine, and then combination of the practices that will go with your dosha or your system bring profound positive effect on our system. This doesn't mean that you spend hours and hours into the practice. No, it is just so amazing that these practices are so logical and so effective, and they can be easily adaptable into our day-to-day life. So keeping this in mind, I have developed yoga, I have developed Ayurveda, I should say, Ayurveda lifestyle consultation program. So feel free to head over to my website and have a look at that program, or email me and I will send you the information, the prospectus of the website of this program. It's amazing. Designed to bring these wisdom of yoga and Ayurveda into your day-to-day life. Ayurveda has been really, really life transforming for me. Yoga has been life transforming for me. So I'm sharing all these wisdoms. Together, they are really a powerful tool. And it's not just for you, but also for your loved ones. Or if you are a life coach, or if you are a wellness coach, if you are any coach, it is going to be very beneficial for you, because you can bring these wisdoms to help your clients more deeply. You can really become aware of your client's constitution, Ayurvedic constitution, and that will give you so much idea how to design practices for your clients. If you are a yoga teacher, this is going to be very beneficial for you as well. This year, it's starting on 23rd of July, 2022, but it will be, this program will happen regularly, so keep an eye on that. Every year I'll be offering this program going forward. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope that yoga and Ayurveda helps you to keep you healthy, well, and happy. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that you're taking this time out of your day. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye for now.